Earlier today at Maida Vale in London for this programme specially, that was King Creosote and Burial Bleak, and I'm delighted to say on the other end of the line we have got Kenny Anderson. Hello, mate.
Hiya.
How are you diddling?
Pretty good. It's been a long day, and it's been a good day.
I'm about to make it a bit longer. I'm sorry.
Excellent. No, you stretch it out.
I will, okay. So it's a while since we've seen each other, and, you know, we do go back an awful long way, so there's plenty to talk about. But before we get to the music and the album, Des, first things first, have you still got your boat?
We still have the rose leaf, but here it's changed colour.
Right, okay. You've done a job on it, have you?
Well, it was green when we bought the boat, and then we fixed it up and we painted it in the colour of the fleet, which was black, and now it's back to Brougham green. Right,
okay. And so it's taking a lot of work. Do you know that Echo and the Bunnymen's, Les Pattinson, he's actually a boat builder and restores boats in Australia?
Right, I had no idea.
Well, you probably wouldn't, would you? But if ever you need, you know, if you ever consider going on a long trip to Australia and it needs a bit of TLC at the other end of it, I'll put you in touch with Les.
Oh, but listen, we've not had that thing more than a mile out of Anstruther Harbour. It's terrifying.
Right, okay. I was going to ask you, you know, what qualifications you need to be able to take a boat out to sea, because any reckless idiot could get hold of a boat and just go out on it, if not.
Yeah, well, there is a course. Sean Dooley and I, we own the boat between us, and we did a kind of a seamanship course. It's in 3 parts. And I failed the first part because I couldn't tie one of these bowline knots, you know, the round the trunk and through the rabbit hole or whatever that was. So I couldn't do a bowline, and that was it. I failed.
So have you learnt to do one now?
No, I still can't do it. I can do a granny, no.
Well, you've got a bit of a problem, because somebody in your situation might just be able to go on YouTube and have a look day in, day out at somebody showing you how to do it until it eventually sinks in. But you haven't got Wi-Fi, have you? Are you there, mate?
No, I've given up all of that. No phone. So my knot tight. Hello, you there? Aye.
Right, okay.
Hello?
I mean, I was going to say, if you are qualified to, say, go all the way to Tenerife, I was wondering if you could take me out there for some jollies, but I think you've only been 1 mile off the coast. I don't think we'll bother, eh?
No, push. Let's get to the May Island first and see if we get back safely.
Yeah.
Code 16 or whatever.
It's a good idea. And with you, you're answering all my questions, really, in one fell swoop, because I was going to ask you if you'd stumbled across any whales out there or dolphins, but if you're not going that far out, maybe not.
Oh, no, wait, though. We did have a dolphin pod kind of tracked us for about, I don't know, half a mile. But they had that look in their eye that I sort of, you idiots.
Listen, everybody knows that dolphins have always got smiley faces, so if they were grimacing at you, then you found the only unhappy dolphin pod in history.
Well, either that or they were shown off by swimming upside down.
Right, okay. Well, I've seen them doing that as well. All right, then, enough about dolphins and boats. First LP in 7 years, then, King Creosote. Why so long, mate?
Oh, things happen, don't they?
Okay, like what?
I took a year out to celebrate being 50.
Okay.
And I never really got back into it again. I kind of... so I've enjoyed being self-unemployed for all that time.
But most people take a weekend out to celebrate being 50. you took a year. Was that because you were enjoying it, or was it kind of a bit of a milestone for you? Because it can be, can't it? When people reach 40, they think, oh bloody hell, don't want to turn 50. Oh, I can't look forward to that. When it's 50, it's 60, and it gets batted along, doesn't it?
Well, you see, I did 50 gigs. But they were the sort of gigs I wanted to play. So they were in the Boozer up the road. It was like a 42-second round trip.
Yeah. Where's that? Creole.
So, yeah, it's in Creole. So I did all the gigs, and it was a kind of a look back over all those albums that I'm supposed to have written. And I kind of got used to the short walks and playing for longer, I suppose. I never really got back into it after that, to be honest. I just put it off.
Okay, so what eventually did tempt you back in?
What tempted me back in? Boredom, I think, more than anything. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the album is called Des. Who is Des?
So Des is Des Lawson, our keyboard player. And had it been, say, I Ken, we would have still been waiting, I think. It
Right.
wouldn't have been as good.
So he motivated you, did he?
He certainly did. He dug out an old song, Walter de la Nightmare, and he worked on it and tweaked on it. That was maybe 4 years ago.
Right. Okay.
It was too soon. It was too soon, Mark. It was too soon. Because you'll know this, when you turn 50, all sorts of weird tests arrive through the door. For example, the bowel screening test thing that comes through the door. So I put that off for 4 years. I couldn't do it.
Right, okay. Well, do you want to try turning 60, mate?
Oh, what happens then?
Well, yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you over a pint, I would imagine. But I'm looking at all of the kind of the different elements that were brought into this, because it's a luscious and beautiful thing, the record. But you've got vibraphones on there, yeah. Accordion, naturally. Ebo, yeah. Pipes, yeah. Ungulates. What's ungulates?
I read that for the first time today. I have no idea what that is.
Is that a typo in your press release?
Well, who wrote that?
I don't know. I've seen it. I've seen it, mate.
Oh, wait a minute. I know what it is. It's dolphin speak.
It's what?
Dolphin speak.
Dolphin speak. That's what. Oh, right. Okay. All right. Well,
now it's making sense. Now this interview makes more sense.
Yeah. Well, they don't normally with me, as you know by now, after all this time. And so we mentioned before, you're not really techie, but is it right that you built your own modular synthesizer?
I have done, yeah. Oh, that's what happened. 2020, I fell down the modular synth wormhole.
Right.
Started buying up synth modules.
Right. Okay. So for a Luddite like yourself, which I class myself as one as well, that's pretty ambitious. And so you played today earlier on. You played at Rough Trade, didn't you?
That's right, but just guitar and keyboards and a voice.
Okay. And you're playing tomorrow at Earth. Is that with the full band?
So we've got full band down. So all the machinery and all the gadgetry that I don't understand will be in the set tomorrow night.
Okay, and then you're playing Resident in Brighton on Friday.
And that's another record in store down in Brighton.
Okay, well, can I ask you? I mean, you're going to take the whole thing out on the road again, because it'd be great to come and see you playing, in my neck of the woods.
Well, so here's the thing. I've got a 4.5-year-old Belle, and she's not at school yet. So I do a lot of the pickups and the drop-offs at nursery. But when she does go to school, August next year, I'm hoping to be a bit busier. Not too busy, but and there is a plan to play April and May, weekends only. Because Gav Brown's in the band and he does his butcher deliveries on a Friday. He can't get off work till 2 in the afternoon.
That's real life, isn't it, kicking in?
This is real life, yeah. And we've got to be back. I've got to be back on a Monday for 12:30.
Of course you have.
To pick up the wee one.
Yeah.
So that it limits us a little bit. So I think April, May is a plan to do coastal towns within striking distance of Larbert, that's for the butcher, and Anstruther on the way home, that's for me.
Okay, brilliant. All right, well, I do look forward to seeing you again at some point in time. And just to let you know, mate, also, I am going to go and see your old mucker, Christian Madden, who's playing tomorrow night at the Eagle Inn in Salford, these days playing keyboards for Liam Gallagher. So obviously, I mean, he cut his teeth with King Creosote, but these days he's just kind of,
he's taken all the everything he learned from me. He's now taken in one of the top bands in the world. Yeah,
I will remind him of that tomorrow night.
Yeah. Can I do my Christian Madden impersonation?
Go on then.
All right, Kenny.
All right, Kenny. Yeah, that's good, mate. Anybody who knows Christian will recognise that immediately. Listen, it's brilliant to speak to you, mate, and just such a joy. Yeah, you know, and I really, honestly do look forward to seeing you in a big styling. Thanks for doing the session for us today. As you say, it's been a long old day for you. We've got 3 more tunes to play. Next up, we're going to play Blue Marbled Elm Trees. And, I'll look forward to catching up with you. And if you get a mobile phone, I might even call you.
I won't be getting one of those, but you should sail up and get a ship-to-shore radio. That'll do it.
I tell you what, we should start a pirate radio station. We should all jump ship, pardon the pun, and get on a boat and come up and see you and broadcast from a boat. Maybe we'll do that.
From a half mile off the coast.
Yeah, no further, definitely. All right, Kenny, you take care, pal.
Right, and you, man, thanks.
Yeah, and always a pleasure. Yeah, see you, pal.
See you.
Bye-bye. Okay, there you go. So that is Kenny Anderson, King Creosote, recorded 4 tunes for us, as I say, and this is Blue Marbled Elm Trees.